We're doing some paper trading today, just practicing. So this is a stock position that I put on in a paper trading account. So it's not with real money, but I'm simulating a small account funded with 500 US dollars, and this is on Webull. And as you can see, I have an open position here, shorting this pharmaceutical or biotech stock called AEON. Now, when you're shorting, you want to look at the short interest. So here you can see this isn't like totally up to date, but it's not much. There's not much short interest on this. So there's not too much of a danger of squeezing on this because it's only 200,000 shares short as of, and I guess I could go up to this. This is updated as of 6/28, so it could be different. But if you look at the quotes, you can see the free float is 23 million. So there's basically only a small amount of short interest on here. So if you look at the order book, you can see there's price support at like 226. So there's a lot of green. It seems to outweigh 255 is the next big order, 656 shares. It seems to outweigh that, but this could be spoofed. But anyway, it's something to look at. Here's the time in sales, shows the orders that are going through. Okay, so an order just went through purchasing 700 at 230. But if you look at the news, the only news on this is basically a reiteration of a stock price target of $6, but this company doesn't have any revenues. It's a research company and they have a couple products in the pipeline. So pharmaceutical stocks trade on catalysts such as their trial data, and if they pass or succeed based on their experiments. So that's why I think these are good targets for short selling. As you can see, it spiked up today to 374, and it came down quite a bit. So it's looking weak, and that's why I'm short. I shorted up here, and I made $55. But I am in the red on this, a $15 losing position on this, but I'm still holding it. My average price is 222, so I'm betting that it's going to go to 222 and lower. And there is not much time left in the day, so I'll probably take this trade off, but I just wanted to show you that. So quickly, if you want to play crypto in stocks, you can use a stock such as, let's just find it here, Riot, and Mara is another one, but Riot, if we look at Riot, there we go. So as you can see, this stock has come up quite a bit. Came up from $9 and is up, so it's up like $2.50, and that's basically based on the bullishness in Bitcoin. And this seems to kind of lag the price. It's not like a one-to-one trading vehicle. So basically this, but we've had a big increase in the last 2 days. So as you can see, it is reflected in that. And besides just buying the stock, you can also buy the options on this. So if you look at the calls for, let's say, 1050, and you look at the chart, so as you can see, you could have bought this 79 cents, and these contracts are up to $1.24. But if you look on the 5-day, so right down here, you could have got this contract actually, on the 12th, which was Friday, for 13 cents, for almost a 10x on those calls, if you can look that far in the future on Bitcoin. But it just shows you like different ways that you can get like quote unquote alpha and 10x's and 5x's. So you can use leverage with options, calls, puts, etc. And you can get access to through Riot, the Riot stock, which is a mining stock. You can that reflects the Bitcoin price. So those are other strategies that you can use if you don't want to buy direct crypto. But let's go. So I mean, lots of stuff. You can also look at the screeners. So here's a small cap screener. It shows you exactly what's come up. And if you look at the percentage change, look at this one. Automedics Medical is up 120%. That's crazy. But yeah, so when something explodes like that, there's also opportunities to short them. So you could have shorted it at $1.83 and it crashed all the way to 126, which is a nice short. But you can go long and short. And small caps seem to be a theme right now because the big caps have come up so much and that money kind of filters down, and you are seeing a lot of action in that. So using screeners and your knowledge, developing watch lists are ways you can do this. In a Webull account, I trade on desktop, which is what I recommend. But yeah, let's just go back to my paper trade. So this is Eon. It's at 231. I don't know. What do you think? I'll probably close it out like as a day trading position, because this could gap up in the morning, and then I could be liquidated because this is margin. Although it is paper trading, I want to do well in this, obviously. So I'm down 4% on this position, and there's like 7 minutes left. We'll see what happens here. They could pop it up right before the close or drop it right before the close too. But in general, as a day trader, by definition, you close out all positions. If you're going to carry a swing trade for several days, then you don't close it out. You hold it for a couple days or months or weeks. But I still say this is kind of looking weak. If you look at the daily chart here, it tried to get back up to this resistance level here of 256, and it's at 230. But we'll see what happens. I guess they kind of want to, well, I don't know. It is a market. So anyway, that's a little bit of trading and what I put on today. I am profitable for the day. Today's profit and loss is plus $32, which is like 10%, which is pretty good for one day or for a couple hours on a trade. If you can do that every day for a month, you can build a small account up quite quickly, and then your buying power increases. And assuming you have a good win-loss ratio, you can compound your gains and increase your account balance quite a bit. I'm going to do future videos on why I think, well, the advantages and disadvantages of crypto versus stocks. I tend to kind of the reason why I keep going back to stocks versus crypto, there's a few reasons, but the main reason is liquidity and volume. I mean, there is liquidity and volume in crypto, yes, and especially in the bigger names, but everyone wants to go after these smaller names for the big gains, but they don't realize just how what a lack of liquidity there is. And because of on-chain analytics and scanning and people watching who's owning what, they really that plays such a big factor in whether or not something's going to go up or down, etc., whether they're going to send it. But with stocks, if you're playing with small amounts, a small amount could be like 10,000 in stocks, and they won't even notice you. You're not even a blip. But it's much harder to put on positions like that in crypto. So that's the main reason, is volume and liquidity. That's why stocks, in my opinion, are better and easier. It's easier, actually. And they're actually not as volatile as crypto. So for those reasons, stocks are something you might want to consider trading. And you can get access to crypto's volatility through stocks as well, too, directly now in ETFs, but also in companies such as Riot and Mara, which are mining companies that reflect the prices. So there you go. That's my video right now. And if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, follow my channels. I'm starting a Patreon that where I'm going to do early access to this. Once I build up a good library and get my accounts in order, I'm going to show you my trades, and you can get early access to that. All right. Thanks for tuning in.